Now.
Oh boy.
All right, here we go. So welcome to Breaking Bread with Dread. We are at Pizzeria UNO, Orlando, Florida. We got Italian Clowns with me. We showed up to, I don't know if you can see it. There you go. It's Fanboy Expo.
Everything look good over here?
Yeah. So far, so good.
Perfect.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right.
By the way, you're the best waitress we've ever had.
We had you last
Really?
time. Yeah, you're great.
I thought I saw your faces and you were very familiar, and I didn't want to say
Well, we saw you pause, and I was like, yeah.
You know the face.
Yeah.
So are you guys in here just for the week, or you guys live here? Because I know you've been here before, right?
We're here for the expo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like that at the convention center? Okay, what's that expo? Like, what
It's
is it
Fan Fest Expo, so you got a whole bunch of merchandise out there for everything going on. You have cosplayers showing up. You have a lot of actors.
Kind of like MegaCon?
I don't like that same setup. It's just
Which
a little
we
smaller.
were here last time because of that.
That's why
I
we
think
were
that
here.
because I was gonna say I remember I was talking to a lot of tables about how sad I wasn't at MegaCon. Speaking of which, I need to ask for that off before they start scheduling everyone that day, because it gets so busy, so everyone needs to be working that day. But I don't want to be working that day, obviously.
Well, I think you have to call in out of town. I'm going to be flying to Alaska.
Hey.
So there's no way you can call me in. I can't drive.
Like, show us pictures and like
Alaska. Click.
I'm gonna just edit myself in there in my cosplay costume.
Wait, you cosplay?
No, I don't. But I want to with my coworker. She's also a weeb, so maybe we'll probably cosplay. So she wanted to go last year, and she even requested off, but they wouldn't let her get it off because of how busy it is. So we'll see.
Well, there's other conventions just like today.
Yeah, exactly.
This weekend.
I think if I just look out for them, then I think I could just.
We found out from some cosplayers that there's Matt's Ferrari coming up in December, which is near here. There's the Power Rangers and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles convention coming up. There's Spooky Empire.
But that's a known one.
That one's. I feel like just because Halloween, it's known it's gonna be.
But that's gonna be at the convention center.
Oh yeah. Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoy your food. You take care of something, but you guys enjoy. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So we didn't even get a chance to start breaking bread. We started just. I guess we did. Straight off the bat. Didn't even do the intro. No nothing. But yeah, definitely no touchy. Carlo's not allowed to touch the food until we actually start, because he'd have it all finished before we even start pushing play and record. But yeah, this is episode, I don't know, fill in the blank. And yeah, as we were saying, we're here for Fanboy Expo. We got the Uno's deep dish with cheese and pepperoni, and if you look at that piece, look at that big old chunk there of pepperoni. We got these little slices here. Look at these chunks of tomato and all of that. So I'll go ahead and serve you so you can get your food. Just gotta get it. There's that little layer there to keep it off the.
Dread is serving slowly because
look at that. Look at that steam. Like a pro.
Lemon, I'm going to show you how you eat a pizza.
That's without mustard.
Oh, we should have asked for mustard.
No.
We did get a piece of lemon though.
Yeah. Oh, there he goes. So, are you saying Lemon's with us on this breaking bread?
He is. Look.
Okay. Lemon's with us. This is not gonna. Oh, look at that. I got a piece and a junior. So, all right. Let's start.
Already finished the drink.
Yeah. See, you already finished the drink. You need a refill. So as you can tell, that was our lovely waitress. We've had her before, as the recording is indicated. And I'm going to start with my fork and knife. I know you're going fingers first. Traditional Italian.
You know, Lemon, it's rigged again. Lemon, look, it's rigged.
It's falling off.
It's rigged. I'm telling, look.
So it's a nice buttery crust. Oh man, this cheese and the pepperoni is good.
Yo, Rand, is this how you eat in Chicago?
Crust underneath is nice and doughy. It's firm.
He's using a fork and knife on me.
Nice over here. Oh, just forking it this time. This way, I don't have leftovers.
No offense, fork, but it is a dirty fork.
Oh yeah. So at least now I can eat it. But yeah, it was a nice event today. I didn't show up the whole day, so I kind of got late here. Had other personal things that kept me back. But there were a lot of actors out here. I saw a lot of people. We had wrestlers. We had even talked to Sean Flatter, which was awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, you did get here a little bit late, but that was because of traffic. We didn't even think about Memorial Day traffic, so by the time, unfortunately, by the time you got here, it was almost even not worth to come because between parking and the convention price, and it kind of sucks.
Yeah. But I got some videos. Got some cosplayers. It's already uploaded. I just got to go through and edit some of it and post it. But I'd say everybody was friendly. It was really cool. I got 3 posters as opposed to 1 poster. But I guess I wasn't even supposed to get one in the first place. But not enough people. It didn't seem like it was. When I got there, it didn't seem like there was a lot of people here. So it didn't seem as big. I mean, it was a smaller venue, but it didn't seem as crowded. Did the video walkthrough, so that you'll have that up there too. But it was nice. It was a nice little. It didn't feel crowded. It didn't feel like that animosity of just so many people crammed in together, like MegaCon. You know, MegaCon, we couldn't even get into the other side. We purposely tried to walk away from certain sections. We kept on getting pulled back for whatever reason. Tampa Bay, we walked around a lot. MetroCon was the same place, and that was about the same. Did a lot of walking around.
Yeah, and out of all the conventions so far, out of this year, I would rate MetroCon number 1, MegaCon number 2, Tampa Bay number 3, and this probably like number 4. And I say this because
not as a bad thing. It's just the last one.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of the celebrities are kind of crammed together this year, and none of them really stood out from other celebrities, unless you knew who you were looking for, right? Like me and you, we didn't look at the list. We just showed up,
but everybody was in like 10 feet away. Their table was 10 feet away from the entry of the line. So you were close and personal before you even got there. You know, so you can actually see the people and see their names, see who they are. It wasn't like the other ones where you're 50 feet away for the start of the line and just so many people. So they were actually able to me, felt more personable. There's a lot of actors out there, and watching them all interact with the fans, I was jealous because I was like, oh man, I wish I could go out there and talk to a few of them. And like I said, it was very personable. They were just one handler, maybe 2. You had somebody that you spoke with that had 3, but it was more friendly than business. You know what I mean?
And I did get to speak to Carlo, which was really cool. He was one of the bro codes in Fall Guy Tracksuit Mafia. He was an Identity Thief. He was in The Walking Dead. He's been in quite a few different things. And DREADPOOL saw the video that he did. He's just a down-to-earth nice guy. And everybody was coming up talking to him. And even other celebrities were stopping by and saying hello to him just because that's like, he's just got that personality where this is a very kind guy.
And that's the beauty of stuff like this. When they're small like that, their personalities can shine, and it does more for the fan. So I kind of liked it being like this. And they did seem to have a lot more celebrities on the average when you look at the size versus the bigger ones. They're comparable. But when you look at the size, percentage-wise, they had more celebrities.
Yeah, they had a lot more celebrities than a lot of the other nights. Even MegaCon had less celebrities than Fanboy Expo. And it's almost like Fanboy Expo is selling their convention based on the celebrity size. But I feel like that they picked a bad weekend because it's Memorial Day weekend, and they're also competing with Dragon Con. And Dragon Con is huge. That's in another state, so Dread and I probably couldn't get there.
I'm trying to talk. It's that one piece is like. All right. Definitely a must see. If you get an opportunity, definitely go to a Fanboy Expo. Definitely check it out. I think it's well worth it.
Ticket prices are not bad.
The parking was the expensive one.
The parking
was a little outrageous.
And that's Hyatt Regency's fault.
Yeah. Well, we parked at Regency, so that was pricey. But the tickets, even for the one day, was $40 for today. It's not a bad deal. They had a lot of stuff out there to sell. There was a lot of variety. It wasn't like MegaCon, where you had multiple variety of the same thing. You know what I mean? There was so many booths that were basically similar. They may have been different because it was a different artist, but it was like similar work or similar styles. You didn't have as much of that here because, yet again, it was smaller. But it was nice to see. It was nice to see the people that were actually, being the vendors to produce their products out there. It wasn't a lot of let's buy this box and give you and charge you $20 for a mystery box and you don't know what you're going to get, or some of these pre-purchased toys and then we're just trying to resell everything. So there were a few of those that you'll see, but overall it was a good blend. It was a good mix. And I think it was, yet again, it was more for the fan than it was for anything else. So they had a lot of artists, and then talking to some of the people that are local, like the one place that was making T-shirts. They made stickers, T-shirts. They even made soap. I bought a soap thing for the family.
DOA Clothing Company, I think.
Yeah, I got their card in the car. But it was really cool to see, and they were able to shine too. So they weren't lost in the crowd of just another shirt company, because there's 30 of them just out there doing their own thing, which is similar to theirs. And we actually got to see the product line that's coming out in the next couple weeks. So the owner might actually push it out a week early because I was talking about it, and I was like, I wanted that shirt, but you don't have it on sale yet. It's not out there, so it's kind of cool, that interaction. So, anything else with the cons? I mean, I think it's a must go.
Yeah, and as long as you have the time, like.
Yeah.
In your case, it was unfortunate the way the time fell, but if you have the whole day, at least one day is worth it. I mean, there was some good cosplay today.
Yeah.
We ran some cosplayers that were new from MegaCon.
Yeah. Carlo's got a short that he's going to have to put up there. It looks really cool, what they did. I wish I would have got that, but the other girls were eating. So the one that we knew that recognized us, I got just a simple one, but it was cool enough for what she did for me. So that was cool. So how about the Sony Inflation?
Yeah. You're happy about that?
I'm not happy about that. I still haven't bought my PlayStation yet. And you know what they're doing? They're doing bundles now, so I can't even just buy the PlayStation and play the games that I already own digitally.
I think that I know we live in a world where it's based on capitalism and stores have the freedom to do what they want. But I think that there should be some type of regulation to stop all these bundles. Because you could sell the system without a bundle.
Yeah.
They're just using that as a way to get rid of extra merchandise that normally wouldn't sell.
I mean, a controller, I can understand. A game, I can understand too. But I don't need 4 controllers. I don't need, some of the bundles are outrageous with, I don't need a plushie to go with my console and controller and game, What do I need a plushie for? I mean, it's nice that they're offering it, but just don't make that the bundle to offer.
Some of it's forced too, like
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's forced. The plushie is forced on me. I don't want it. Mm-hmm. Somebody else might like that plushie and be like, yeah, that's cool. I'll do that. But I don't need that, and it should be forced. So, we're both chowing down here. But it is what it is, Unfortunately, that's capitalism for us. Have you heard any more rumors about the Elite 2 White Edition? I saw it popping up again. So it's another, it's supposed to be released or announced or something, and it's hidden again. So it's just curiosity. I really don't care about it. I want the Elite 3, but I also want the Elite 3 to be more reliable than the Series Elite 1 and 2. Well, my experiences with the Elite 1 is fine. Ours works.
I know that Nacon came out with an Elite controller. And what's interesting about Nacons is you can actually adjust the weight of the controller. There's weights for the right and left, whatever grips.
Okay.
And you can make it lighter or heavier.
That's definitely interesting. I would rather have it lighter, but I know what you don't want that plastic feel. You want something that feels like it's rugged. But to me, the weights seem to be kind of like false advertising. You're just putting rocks in it just to make it feel like it's something better. But then we go to Xbox with their new friends and family, so that's a good deal. From what it seems like, I'm hearing, was it Psychonauts posted something that he saw somewhere. It was rumored, but it was posted, so I can't really say the whole thing. But I think he said it was $22.99. Still, that's still better. It's still better than $24.99. It's only a couple bucks, but
yeah, because I thought $24.99.
$24.99 would make sense.
Yeah,
but in Colombia, it's $11.05 when you convert the currency, and in Ireland it's. Thank you.
I didn't get a
You didn't get my lime?
I was gonna go to the bar. I'm gonna get you a little bowl of them because they moved them, and now I have to go all the way to the other side. So I'll get you some. Just give me a few minutes.
Thank you. My lime's buried. So, what did we say? It was 21 and change. I think it was
with the conversion. Yeah.
So that's not a bad deal.
No, it's a good deal.
Yeah. So and it's Ultimate Game Pass all the way across. My only question is how are you doing the? I don't think the home Xbox trick that we're doing will be affected per se.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Because your home Xbox will automatically have those games that you own automatically.
True, and that's the thing nobody really knows on the full rollout, right? Like everything is speculation right now, but because this new program for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, Friends and Family, you can share it with friends, which there's people on both sides of the fence like, well, what are they going to do with the console sharing? Are they going to allow it? Are they not going to allow it? In case you don't know this, a lot of people don't know this, but with PlayStation right now, you can share with up to 5 people. They just can't be like. So when you share with somebody on PlayStation, you can share somebody's. If you have PS5, somebody on PS4 can make your console their home console. They get all your games. It doesn't affect your PS5 at all because it's so weird. Like their system is archaic, and then somebody else can use a barcode, and then you authorize them to log in on their PS5 as you, and they can game share, and it doesn't affect you. Really interesting. So I'm curious, with all the new services everybody's rolling out across the board, is that going to change with PlayStation and Microsoft? Now, if it does, and this is like, stuff that nobody can really predict, because everything depends on the market. But then that would be an opportunity for Luna and Google Stadia to say, we allow multi-user family sharing, with your actual library.
Tell that to Netflix.
Yeah, right?
I'm just thinking, I think Xbox would just leave that part of it, the console, home console sharing part of it as is. So if I share with you, you have access to my owned games, but if you're not part of my friends and family, you won't have access to my Game Pass, but you'll have access to my own games.
Which would be interesting if they did.
Right? Now, if you also were part of my friends and family, only you would have it, not my brother, because he doesn't have my Xbox or his Xbox as my home Xbox.
No.
So I think it's going to stay the same way. It's just the Game Pass part of it will be shared as a separate thing, where your home Xbox cheat that we do, which is not really a cheat because they allow it, they acknowledge it. So the workaround, let's call it, will stay the same. But like I said, you'll have access to my own games, but you're not part of my friends and family, so you won't have access to my Game Pass. See what I'm saying? So technically, you would only have that kind of access. Obviously you would have your own Game Pass, so it wouldn't matter. But if they went around the corner like that, roundabout, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. But I don't think any game that I own will be shared amongst
the whole
family. Yeah.
See, that's where they say that it's really the
that's where the confusion
Ultimate.
is. But it says Game Pass Ultimate. Well, my Game Pass Ultimate is shared with my daughter.
Yeah, because it's not your library, your Game Pass Ultimate.
Correct.
It's the library that you rent in the cloud.
Yeah, so whoever you rent to or from, and that's how. Thank you.
No problem.
She had some mean attitude there where she's had it in there. So, but no, she's an awesome waitress. If you ever get her, make sure you tip her very well. So, where else are we going with this? I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's all about Xbox and PlayStation right now. There's really not much else when it comes to that.
I mean, you want to talk about the whole commissioning bodies that are regulatory bodies, whatever?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of interesting because I think the problem with this situation is that well, it's not a problem. It's a fact. Tencent, Sony, Embracer Group own more than Microsoft in video games, and they slip under the radar because everybody's always focused on what Microsoft's doing. And this FTC is doing the normal job, like Hogue Law said. Shout out to him. It's just a normal job, and he doesn't think, you know, anything bad's going to come of that. He doesn't know much about the UK thing. He can't really speak on it because he's not privy to laws in the UK as much as he, you know.
And that's where Gaz would be perfect for.
Yeah. I just think that the UK seems to be scrutinizing it more. And I think the problem that we're having is that everybody on the internet wants to say what Microsoft's going to do once the acquisition goes through. Everybody has an opinion, right? Everybody says, oh, you know, it's going to be exclusive or it's not going to be exclusive, right? When people say those things amplified in the echo chamber, government bodies tend to hear the echoes. And if you're in a, I don't know, a country that might be more apt to playing Tencent or more apt to PlayStation titles, and that's their market, their governments might be like, could this hurt our economy?
Yeah.
You know, so people really need to stop saying what is going to happen. Nobody knows, right?
Well, the only thing we do know is what Phyllis said.
Yes.
That people are ignoring. We do know that nothing is always 100%, right? Just because the deal is, this is what it's going to be. Let's say Call of Duty, like Phil said, it's going to be staying multi-plat. They make more money. It's more feasible for them to keep it multi-plat than trying to lock it down to everything only Xbox accessible places, right? So browser, whatever. And as we're talking about the acquisitions and all that, the issues that arose, Mr. Badbit brought it up on Breakfast Boom. You know, it could be one of Sony's lawyers. What are you doing? You know, are you doing your job? So the guy's probably going out there and writing up all these things to like justify his job because he's sitting back. You know, what if there's a chance that they can have a better control and keep control of what they're doing now? So it makes sense that, yeah, there's probably somebody minding their P's and Q's for everything. And this is one thing that somebody minded their P's and Q's for, is to object to this acquisition and saying why they object to it. It might be just something that you have to, you know, follow along with. So it's possible that they're not really trying to stir anything up. It's just the guy's just trying to justify his job, because he's not doing his due diligence if he doesn't say something.
I mean, that's true.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, there's truth to that. I mean,
just like with Sean Patrick Flater, we're literally having a conversation with him, and it didn't dawn on me to say, hey, look, we're going to go to lunch. Would you like to go eat with us? That's a missed opportunity. You know, I missed that opportunity. He would have said no, but what if he said yes? He's not going to say yes unless I ask. So this could be the same situation. This, do we need to stop again, or?
Yeah.
I'll probably just put those two together. So yeah, so you never know. It could be somebody just minding their P's and Q's. And if luck happens, it happens. If not, they tried. So I don't think they're being bought or anything like that to look under Sony. I don't know where I heard that somewhere, but it was just like, are you serious? I mean, we know it's preposterous for certain things, but yet you're going to think that they're paying these things? That's even worse if something that ever comes out, that these employees of the government are being paid like this.
Yeah.
No. So dismiss that. Don't even think that. So let's move on to Marvel. The Incredible Hulk, and now his cousin is in.
Yeah,
So we got the She-Hulk. How's that show going?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, you know, listen, I will say this. I think there's people that are saying that there's underlining themes to the show are correct to an aspect. There are some underlining themes to the show.
There's always something. Doesn't matter who.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, there were some complaints that Bruce was mansplaining to his cousin in the first episode.
And that was perfect because he was.
Yeah.
And what did she do? She showed him up.
Yeah, she did.
You know, but I mean, you know, when you're the only one that you know that knows this, you're trying to explain it to somebody else that's doing the same thing now, but she's at, you know, at another level of understanding and realization of what's going on. It took him forever, you know. It took her 2 seconds to control it, you know. So it wasn't but it was cool to see that interaction that he was trying to mansplain.
That's exactly what Paul said.
Yeah.
You said the exact thing Paul said.
So there you go. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Paul, where are you?
Is there a pineapple here? There's no pineapples on my
there's
pizza.
no pineapple on this pizza.
Well, I mean, you're killing it.